Go on my channel. There's a chief of police where we live. I love him. But then there's a sheriff where he's a fucking idiot. He really is. I don't give a fuck about him. He's an idiot. Fucking, he's an egomaniac. He's a fucking nut. He's a Trump nut.
Brevard County or?
Yeah, Brevard County Sheriff. He's whacked, man. He's so about himself. He's such a his head can't get through that fucking door. Yeah, he comes up with the wheel of fucking fugitive.
Yeah.
He comes up with fucking Fishing for Justice with Wayne Ivey and fucking they go. And these people, you know what the people fucking did? Violation of probation, bad check writing. So they put you on TV to really make you look like a jerk off. Is that really necessary? And then you get hardcore. Oh, but he's a criminal. Oh, how many? You know, they did a study. Did you know the average person breaks the law 3 times a day?
I'm not surprised.
I did it. Come walking across the street.
Yeah, jaywalking.
So my point is, at what point are we part of the community? Because see, cops should belong. Like I said, I support good cops. Police reform and prison reform are my specialty. In police reforms, cops should be part of your community.
Right.
And if I have a kid that's so fucked up and they need Larry's help or this help, I don't give a fuck if you go in that house and you find fucking coke or pills or whatever. Don't arrest them. I didn't call you to arrest my kid. I called you to help my kid. Oh, but he's breaking the law, or that's the only way. No, it's not. We could try a lot better ways than what you just said. Give him a record.
Yeah, it's the law thing. It's become to like now in the country. It's almost just like this mentality of us versus them.
I talk about that every day, Dan.
Yeah.
Us against them. You got to break down that us against them mentality.
Yeah. Imagine, I was thinking about it the other night. I was like, imagine if we didn't have cops, if we didn't have law enforcement. What would you do? Well, you would want to have as many friends as possible, and you would want to have the weak people would obviously want to become friends with stronger people, and you would want to be able to be protected. You would want to feel, you have to have that sense of security or protection. I'm just like in a hypothetical world where there was no cops.
But they had that. Think of the Roman times. They had the king, and he had his men, and they enforced whatever they wanted because they were the strong or whatever on the weak or whatever. And even back in the old days of the United States in the 1700s, and they had a guy, sheriffs in the 1800s and stuff that would, and they were usually criminals or drunks, so just the fastest guy with the gun, you know, whatever, how it worked. But what has happened is they've gotten so much power, cops. Now, he's such a good politician as a sheriff, and I give him that. You know, but he only fucking talks to the people, you know, the old people. He scares them and all that. He could never get to you.
Fear-mongering.
Nah, he can't get to a guy like you who's an independent thinker who looks through him, or Ryan, or people young. They look at him like, who the fuck are you, you know? I know, they tell me in my class.
Right.
You know, fuck, that guy's the biggest dick. Listen, I know the guy. And he doesn't want to help the jail. No. You know what he did for years in the jail? I don't know if they still do it. They didn't give women tampons.
Really?
How would you like to have a daughter or your wife or a girl or anybody, and she's on her period, and they don't give them something to help themselves? It blows my mind away. How you can go home at night and say, "Oh, I did a great job."
It's barbaric, man. It's barbaric. It's not designed to help anybody. It's not.
None.
There's
None.
no.
You know what his line is? I want my jail to be the toughest jail, and that's not what fucking it's for. It should be for rehabilitation,
right? Well, yeah, and
to hold violent people. Jails, we fucked it up.
And going out there in the public and just saying we need to be tough, we need to get the criminals off the street, and branding them as these criminals to the public. It just makes people, especially older people who are more vulnerable to the media or to advertising or whatever, who have lesser bullshit detectors than we do.
Oh my God! Yeah,
they just
everybody talks about young people, right? You know, my age. I love young people.
Yeah,
I think you guys are fucking smarter. I think you guys are more informed. I think you have greater views than we ever did, and I'm happy about the way it's going with the young people because I'm only here to give you my experience, whether it's whatever. I help young people because There's one thing you can't. You're smarter than me. You know how to do a lot of things. Yeah, I know. I have a good IQ. I know that. But it's not that. My point is, I have experience in a place you don't want to go.
Right.
I have experience because I went through life. I often tell young people, I say, you're 30, Ryan's 20. You're not smarter than him, but you have more experience than him. That's what you are. And now you get a guy who's 40 years old, he's been in your business, whatever, TV business. You're going to say, well, guy's not smart, but he's got more experience than me. So you're going to listen. Older people got to know that. You know, most older people, let me tell you a great story about young people, old people. I was on a board with the Department of Justice up in New York, Washington, D.C. And at the time, I think I had a BlackBerry or whatever it was. And I'm new, but I'm working with kids a lot. So I know a lot about young people, kids. I say young people, 20 years old, whatever. So we're at a big conference room. And one of the people up there said, some of these kids we got to give up on. What? I stand up. Now, I can get pretty, I stand up. I take my phone. I slam it on the desk. Everybody looks, oh, fuck, this guy's crazy or whatever. I go, who in this room can program their phone quicker than their 16-year-old kid? They all were silent. I said, you know what? Larry gets the phone, opens the book, hits button 1, opens the book, hits. I get there. Do you know what my daughter does? She takes the phone, starts playing with it, reboots it, plays with it, reboots it, plays with it, reboots it. Here, Daddy, it's done. She did it quicker than me. What does that show us? They all look. I said, they learn differently than us. And sometimes it's better than us. And when we, as adults, don't listen and just think it's our way or the fucking highway, we're wrong. And until we get out of that fucking space, we'll never better this country or better the young people. And I'm big on that. I love working with the reason, and I believe this, my channel has grown so quickly. And we were the fastest growing channel on YouTube. The reason is because I have experience with my partner, my manager, Peter, genius. Then I got my son, who's 30, 31. And I got Darian, who's 20 or 21. I listen to them. Now, are they always right? No, and I make my decisions from there. For other reasons, for experience reasons or business reasons or whatever it is. But I listen to them. When they say to me, like I remember, I started my YouTube channel with an iPhone.
Really?
With a fucking iPhone. Nothing else. Literally nothing else. Then I bought a $30 fucking tripod and a fucking thing. That's all I started with.
Do you film the videos on your phone?
My bet. Not now.
Yeah.
I do. I sometimes do 3-4 camera shoots and whatever, and I use them still. I've done this with mega TV companies, iPhones. This is the 11 Pro Max because of the front camera. So good.
Yeah.
The front camera is amazing. That's why I did it. But so Darian and my son, I flew them in. We had a meeting and all that kind of stuff. And they said to me, sit down. I still had the iPhone. And I don't know, 6 months ago, 8 months or whatever it was, they go, my son says, Pop, Darian goes, Larry, he goes, got to get better cameras. And to this day, I look at the same video, I can't pick it out. But I guarantee you could, and I guarantee Ryan could.
That's funny.
Guarantee it. You guys are in a good space because of your ages, and you just got to follow that. Get your older guy maybe or whatever. But you guys are in a good space because you know what your audience. First, once you know who your audience. My audience is young, so. But I didn't notice it. I still don't. But we got good cameras now. I got the cameras, lighting, and all the bullshit that we all need. But they're on me, and I got another one here, and then I'll put this one, another sound. And we're still upgrading. We're always doing little things. I don't even know it.
That's great, man.
But I listen to them.
Yeah, you surround yourself with smart people that know what they're doing. So.
I'm surrounding myself, and with the age.
Yeah.
That's why I'm very happy the way this country's going. People aren't, it's fucking going. Bullshit. What the fuck is wrong with it? Tell me. Because they are independent thinkers and they don't want war and they want legalized drugs. Okay, why not? I often, when they start that shit, and I love this, well, it's going to be anarchy in the streets. Oh, really? Go to look at Switzerland. Go look at Norway. They're all fucking legalized everything.
Right.
Recidivism went down, up, no lower recidivism, lower crime rates, lower addiction rates. Saving money. Tell me why. It's big money is fighting it. Prison system, the private prison system, they're fighting it. Fucking people, law enforcement. You know why they fight it? Because they get money for it.
Right.
They get fucking tons of money to fucking have drug task force and tank fucking task force. It's bullshit. That's military in our streets. Law enforcement should be Andy fucking Griffin.
What do you think?
You know Andy Griffin? Remember Mayberry fucking RFD with fucking Barney? You're too young. Fuck.
Yeah. I missed out on a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.